Hoka hey, Alita Army. Welcome to the Alita Livestream of October the 20th, 2023. Alita, Warrior, Waifu, or both, where we discuss all things to do with the movie Alita Battle Angel, the source manga Gundam, and the greatly desired sequels. I am your host, the Muskogee Creek from Denver, Colorado. And our co-host here is Angelus, and he's from Brisbane in Queensland, Australia. How's it going there? Good day, Angelus.
Hoka hey, Muskogee Creek.
Boy, you're turning into a regular American Indian yourself there, Angelus. And
Whatever
go
pleases
ahead.
our cyber queen.
Yeah, that's right. And with us from Fountain, Colorado is Lee. How's it going, Lee?
Going pretty good.
And yeah, I apologize for the late start today for a couple of 3 minutes because Lee will tell you when I start running my mouth, it's hard to shut up. And I said, oh my God, I got to start the stream. So anyway, it's hard to shut up sometimes, I guess, but anyway, how you guys doing? How's it going down there, Lee? What's going on?
Oh, very little. I'm going to have to take my girlfriend to work here in a couple hours. So I think I got plenty of time for the stream, though.
Oh, yeah, I think so. And this stream may not last as long as others, but who knows? As long as we start talking about our cyber girl, we might, we may be on here for hours. Who knows? And how's everything's down under there, Angelus? And I think you're muted.
Oh, muted. Yeah. Yeah, it's been going all right. I got sleep, even though it's on my day off. I usually sleep in, but someone mentioned Alita, and all of a sudden I perk up again. So
yeah, that's right. Yeah, there you have it. So you betcha. So anyway, and welcome out there in the chat. I see that Finn's out there. I see Spendrick19. And to you guys, I will say Haloshin and Sebos. So, or if you prefer, Gru Scott, one of those three will be good enough, I guess. So, because there are German pals there, so and they love Alita as much as we do, and I would say to them, "Ich liebe Alita." So, and I'm sure they do too as well. So, okay. So before we get into the main topic, just want to remind everybody about the sequel petition, and we are kind of cruising along here. I think we've added 14, I think, signatures over the past week, I guess it is, because I checked on this just before lunch. We may have a couple more. Who knows? Anyway, if you have not signed the petition, I think most of the folks on this stream have. But if you've not signed it, just click on the link down in the description below the screen here and sign it and help us to let Disney know that we are damn serious about getting this sequel for Alita, So that's, and we know James Cameron's working on it. So we're getting there slow but sure, I think. And in terms of the Hero Arm campaign, I think in the past week or two, maybe we've added just about $40, not a lot, but we're still trudging along there as well. And I know Alita Rave and I are going to probably put some money in there, as time goes on, when we start getting somewhat close to the goal, just to get that, because we want to really help somebody that's, that's not as privileged as not privileged, but I would say fortunate is a better word, as we are, to get them a bionic hand. And we've had some good come out of this already. We flew that banner around Disney headquarters. So, we made them aware then that we want that Alita sequel. And truth be told, we do have, I think, probably right around $3,600 in the bank. So we're not all, we're not at just 2,200 and something. We're a little over that because there was some money left over from a couple other campaigns that we just, that we're putting that in there. So we're getting there money wise. We're not totally broke,
I was just thinking, Is it possible that the mentioning of an Alita sequel might be confusing people a bit?
Well, I don't know.
Because I was just thinking, give someone a bionic hand, or help maybe like help the Alita fandom give someone a bionic hand. I mean, just
Well, we did have
thought.
two purposes for this, and that was, flying that plane around. That was one of them. And of
Okay.
course, we added those numbers together. We estimated how much, and we were pretty close with our estimate too, how much money it would cost to, fly the banner around Disney headquarters, to hire a videographer, to hire a cosplayer. And we were pretty close in terms of
Okay.
our estimate, so we have two things
Was
going there. So,
mm,
yeah,
okay.
I think the bionic hand is somewhere around 13,000 and something. I'm not sure, 13,000 and change, something like that, I think, but I wouldn't swear to it,
Mm,
looks like we
okay.
lost Smendrick there for a little bit. So, maybe the internet crashed on him. So anyway, we got a link down in the description below the screen here, and if you find that a little intimidating, because some folks might, we also have a tip jar set up down there in the description as well, and you just really only have to click on a couple of things in the tip jar, and any money we get out of that, all of this money is going to go toward this bionic hand. We may fly, I think probably on maybe on Valentine's Day, we may fly another banner around Disney headquarters. Maybe, we'll see. Depends on how the money situation goes, I suppose.
Well, I have a feeling, I mean, if there really been the kind of talk around an Alita sequel that I've been hearing lately, then it may not even be necessary.
May not be necessary. That's right. Might not be. Yeah. So, but anyway, if you can, no amount's too small. If it's $1, if it's £1, if it's €1, whatever it is, 1 peso even. And I think even Angela suggested, even if it's 99 cents, I'm not sure you can do that, but, donate. And, from time to time, I will tweet this out. And if you see that on Twitter or you see it on Facebook, just repost it, and Twitter, or X, as it, Elon Musk likes to call it.
Well, he's trying to call it. I'm not sure anybody else is really going along with that too, just yet.
Yeah, I don't think they are either. But at least, retweet or repost that thing, and get as much exposure to it as we can, so we can get those numbers up, so we can give a deserving person a bionic hand, so. All right, guys. Well, I guess that's all. All of the hucksterism I'm doing here, or salesmanship. So I guess we can get right on into the main topic. And I know by putting those figures up there, or those images, I know Angelus is going to go brain dead with the ooh-woo. So
oh, I'm already brain dead, and this is why.
Let me pull that up.
Not that one.
Yes.
I love Mail Day.
Yes. Yes, I got mine.
Oh,
You ordered yours. You ordered yours some time ago, didn't you, Angelus?
Yeah, it takes a while getting from the US over to here.
Yeah, because I got mine, I guess, last Monday or whatever. Well, it was even before that. It might have been last week. I think I got, I got mine. So, yeah.
Then,
yes. I had a person on X or Twitter ask me, it wasn't on Twitter. It was on it was on a comment on one of my videos about who Erica was, and of course I explained to him that she's kind of like Alita's sister, although they're not really sisters. But when she was little, they were on Mars. They grew up
together.
Yeah, they grew up together. So, so in a way they're kind of like sisters, I guess. But, and it's hard to look at Alita and say she's, you realize she's a Martian.
Mhm.
So, but she is human, that's for sure, so,
Yep.
and of course, I guess Martians wouldn't have, if they were cyborgs, they wouldn't have issue with gravity like humans would, with the bones and the internal organs and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
the body suffering degradation from low gravity.
Yeah, that's right. So, but Alita, of course, being of course, on the two images on the right, she's not a cyborg, she's a human,
Not
but
visibly a cyborg anyway.
yeah, for sure. But on the left, of course, those are out of the movie, so she's
Yep.
definitely a cyborg. So, and of course, somebody else asked me what a cyborg was. Wow, that's okay, cybernetic organism, but so anyway, that is what it is. But anyway, I guess Alita brings out the best in both of these, traits about or characteristics about herself. As a warrior, she's an extremely good fighter.
Mhm.
She's been trained in martial arts, in a martial arts, specifically designed for cyborgs, for total replacement cyborgs, or as they would say in Cyberpunk 2077, total conversion cyborgs is
Full
what they call them.
conversion.
Full
In the
conversion.
tabletop game, they called it full conversion because you convert all your body to cybernetics.
Yeah. So Panzer Kuntz, of course, is developed, for cyborgs. Now, there was I think in the manga, Alita actually opened a martial arts class, where she was teaching other cyborgs. And I can't remember if there were even some humans in there. They could have been, because I think Alita wouldn't really care, because I think she still thinks of herself as a human pretty much. But she was, doing some martial arts teaching, like an instructor would. But the fact with her is, it's not just that she knows Panzer Kuntz, but this berserker body she has in the movie, and particularly with that, with that Imaginos body she has in Last Order. Well, she also has the tuned body, I guess, too, in the original. Is that she is quite powerful. Particularly in that Imaginos 2.1 body, she's a goddess. She's now I think Angelus would agree with me. Alita's a goddess anyway, but in terms of her abilities, she's a goddess. She's of course can run near the speed of light and all that kind of stuff. And we've gone over all that before, and we've had that discussion of whether she's a metahuman or a superhuman or an enhanced human. We've had those discussions, and I think all of us agreed, whether what label we wanted to put on it didn't matter. We all agreed she's more powerful than a regular human. There's no doubt about that. So that makes her a really formidable warrior. I mean, you would not want to fight her. Particularly if you're just a human soldier, you would not want to fight her one-on-one. I mean, you would not have a chance. I mean,
If you were just a regular human soldier and you went up against her, I don't think you'd realize you were going up against her for long.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be dead before you knew it.
Yeah. And even in her doll body, she would crush just about any human, but in that berserker body, and particularly in the Imaginos body,
the kind of speed she was capable of with the berserker body, she would be on a human soldier almost as soon as she saw him. Especially if it was an urban environment.
Yeah,
wouldn't even have the time to react, or barely have any time to react.
Well, for sure, because she can move according to the manga. Now we only got the movie to go by, and of course the movie is based on the manga and the anime, but in the manga itself, she can move near Mach 7. So, I mean, that's pretty damn fast. 7 times the speed of sound. I mean, that's so fast that, if you saw her, and you were her opponent or you're her enemy, and you were about to fight her and you saw her, that'd been your last conscious thought that you saw her, because she moved so fast that she'd kill you before you had a chance to react,
Yep.
And in her Imaginos body, you probably wouldn't even see her. I mean, you would just be walking along one second, maybe trying to find her with a weapon, and the next second, darkness. It'd be in oblivion, because she moves near the speed of light, you know, in that body. So as a warrior, you know, she's quite capable, that's for sure. But she's kind of a dichotomy, isn't she? I mean, she's also a waifu, you know. I mean, what we say by waifu, we're not just talking about the uwu part of this. I mean, she certainly is pretty. She certainly is pretty. There's no doubt about it. You know, she's really attractive. Well, you see her now. That's AI on the right there. You know, that's not right out of the movie. But you know, but she does have human body in a couple of places in the manga, in that Tree of Life story, side story, and then at the end of the Last Order, there is a human Alita. You know, and you know, certainly very, very pretty. You know, but what I think, and I think Lee and I were talking about this very briefly pre-stream, it's not just being good looking that makes you a waifu. You know, I mean, she is genuinely a good person. Now, yes, she has her moments. There's no doubt about that. I mean, you know, she can go sideways on you in a heartbeat, you know, but generally speaking, you know, she really cares about family and friends. You know, I mean, she, you know, certainly has just a general concern for other people. I mean, you know, for instance, when Koyomi in the manga, when Makaku takes Koyomi down into the underworld or the sewers or whatever, I can't remember what it was. Angelus, you and Lee may have to help me there on that one. But Alita gave it no thought. You know, she jumped right down there. She's going to save, you know, Koyomi. Now, Koyomi was a baby in the manga, but even in the movie, you know, she goes after Gerwishka in the underworld because he's a threat to Ito, you know, and she can't allow that to happen. And
to the city too. I mean, she seemed
and
to
the city,
yeah. She seemed to have concern for what the kind of damage that Gerwishka would do to other people around her as well.
Yeah. And I think we saw, you know, a couple of scenes, that's particularly that scene on the bridge. You know, Alita is very affectionate, you know, and I think, you know, that scene on the bridge where her and Hugo, that's probably the first kiss that she actually remembers, because she doesn't remember anything from Mars. She could have had a boyfriend on Mars, who knows, you know. Yeah. But, you know, she's very affectionate, you know, so to me, that would make her a good girlfriend. Now, the Creek is going to actually, you know, kind of screen any would-be suitors for Alita. You know, I'm just kidding about that, of course. But she would be a great significant other, I think, just because she is extremely loyal and she really, really is concerned for her family and friends. And yes, Finn, she is a protector. I mean, she, you know, and I'll tell you, if you were her significant other or just a family member, you don't have to be a significant other, you can be a family member or even a friend. If, you know, somebody came after you, guess who they're going to have to deal with? They're going to have to deal with somebody in their berserker body that can run near 7 times the speed of sound. They can bench press 3,000 pounds. I mean, seriously, I mean, that you know, you got the ultimate bodyguard there is what you got, you know. So yeah, Finn, she is a warrior waifu. That's exactly what she is, because we're going to come up to that later. We're going to come whether she's both or not. So anyway, what are your thoughts, Lee, about Alita? Is there anything up there that maybe you could maybe expand on, let's say, or maybe add to either one of those categories?
Well, seems a little difficult to do. We've gone over so many of her traits as it is. She's a talented fighter, highly trained, not just in Panzerkunst, but as you see in the Badlands arc, she's also got additional weapons training, which I don't think the tuned program would have given her. It might be from her time as a Martian warrior, but some of it could be from the tuned program. By the way, she still takes to it very well. Yeah, very cares greatly for friends and family, and has also shown concern for complete strangers from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, she seems to do the day-to-day thing like anybody else in the scrapyard or Iron City, depending on which universe you're going with. But she'll just go about her own business. But if she sees somebody in trouble that looks like something she can do something about, she generally seems to jump in and do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, yeah, I think that's about it for me anyway.
Okay. Well, how about you, Angelus? You probably can give us some insight about Warrior, but I bet you can also give us some insight about her being a waifu, right? Yeah, that is if you're not
Sorry,
muted.
oh, it wasn't that. It was just getting distracted more. Muted.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
But yeah, nothing that hasn't already been said really and expanded upon, because I mean, she's just a complete package.
She's a remarkable person in either category.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she would be a good friend to have. I mean, not just.
And she also tends to wear her unlike a lot of warriors, especially some of these strong women type warriors that Hollywood's been putting out, where they have very they seem to have only two emotions that they show, one of them being anger. She actually shows the whole range of human emotions and isn't afraid to show them.
Yeah. Which says something about her spirit, doesn't it? I mean, she's she is, like Angela says, a complete package, I guess. A 300-year-old teenager. Yeah, that's kind of like an oxymoron almost, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah. So, well, Angelus, what's your appraisal of her fighting ability in terms of Panzerkunst? Because I know Panzerkunst is a fictitious or fictional martial art, but the moves are similar to any karate or kung fu moves. I mean, there certainly are, so I mean, you sparred with black belts and stuff like that. What, granted, it's movie stuff we're talking about and manga, but what's your thoughts about having to spar with her?
Trying to think of the word. For lack of a better term, she's versatile.
Mm-hmm.
Adaptive.
Actually, a bit of both. Like, I mean, they more or less mean the same thing when it comes to fighting, but in fact, she can fight without a weapon, with a weapon, with a blade, club, fully automatic rifle from Technarchy.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if she has a weapon in her hand or not. If you piss her off, you're pretty much, yep, I'll just sign my last will and testament. Here you go. And
well, if she was a real person, as a cyborg, I get the feeling there, Angelus, that you would want to spar with her, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Because I mean, I know when I was in martial arts, I wanted to spar people that was better than me. I mean, I wanted to learn,
I mean, I'd probably get distracted, but
and then she'd probably thump you on your head and say, keep your mind on the sparring session. Probably stop looking at me like that and let's fight.
Bonk you on the forehead. Stay focused.
Yeah, that's right.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Scott Lee and I were talking pre-stream about a scene in his fanfic where you know, I guess Jason is at the motorball track, and
yeah.
Ito brings him to and he's down in the track area, you know, with the paladins and all of the workers and the tuners and the mechanics and these
And his
people.
anxiety's getting to him, and he's
And his
not having a good
anxiety's
time.
getting him and all that, and he's he's I don't know, he's I guess he's kind of feeling sorry for himself, or he's feeling like, you know, I'm kind of worthless. Why am I here? What's going on? You know, stuff like that. And Alita, well, she doesn't thump him on the head, but what she does say is basically, you're going to straighten up. We care about you. We want you to be around, and you're going to straighten up, or I'm going to bounce you down the track as I'm playing until you get it, or something like that.
Something like that. She basically gives him a little bit of tough love, but she does it kindly.
Yeah, that's right. You know, so he goes, "Oh, okay." Basically.
Yeah, he basically says, "Yes, ma'am."
Yeah, yes, ma'am. That's right. You know, so yeah, I picked that up from my Southern upbringing. You know, you say yes, ma'am, even sometimes to women that are younger than you are,
Mm-hmm.
especially if they're your betters. You know, I mean, because she's certainly, she would certainly be a better, I guess, in terms of physical, you know, combat or something like that. So.
Yeah, especially to a one-armed guy in a wheelchair.
Yeah, he's you know, well, a fully healthy power lifter with martial arts experience is not going to.
Well, that's the
stand
thing.
a
I think that's
chance.
where her physical form is going to kind of throw people, because a lot of people, that's one of the things that a lot of her enemies do, is they underestimate her because of her appearance as this, you know, this little girl.
Mhm.
Well, that little girl hides a massive amount of fighting capability, so they always end up, you know, knocked for a loop, and then end up getting humiliated, and then they get angry because they got humiliated, and
By a little girl.
yeah, basically.
Yeah. Although she's not a little girl on that right there. That's a woman right there. That's now a young woman for sure. But you know, still, that's a woman. That's not a little girl. You know. But yeah, it's like that scene in your fanfic where, you know, that one guy that she just carves him up, and he's in shreds.
Yeah.
You know, and
Pieces,
I want to get back
he's
out there.
in pieces, getting thrown off the track. He lands in the pits with a massive impact, and he's just, you know, just spitting insults and fire and bile, and he's just like, I'm gonna get back in there, I'm gonna mess her up.
Yeah.
And he's just, you know, completely just unable to grasp that he just lost to her.
Yeah. Yeah, he's letting his pride get to him.
Yeah.
So yeah. But even in her warrior form, she's got uwu. There's no doubt about it. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she'd be a great girlfriend, particularly if you got in trouble, like you were. Say you went out one night dancing, you know, and she was, you know, she was your date, and somebody tried to pick a fight with you. That'd be a mistake.
Yeah.
She would definitely take care of them. You know, there's no doubt about it. So, yeah, I mean, you look at that face, even as a warrior, you look at that face, you say, oh, she's not, you know, she's weak, you know. I mean, she's not gonna, kind of like Zapan did, you know, in the Kansas bar, you know. He underestimated
exactly
her.
like that. He thought she was just another pretty face, and no, not really. That
well, she is another pretty face, but
well, she's not just another
pretty face. Yeah, that's right. Kind of like that scene in the I guess it was in the Avengers, I guess, where those three Russians, you know, had Black Widow tied, you know, they had her tied in a chair, and they were supposedly interrogating her, but what she was doing was getting information out of
she was getting them to talk and, you know, ramble about some of the stuff that they had done, and she was just collecting all this information.
Yeah, and when I guess
and did the same thing to Loki.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but the thing she did with those Russians is that you know, after I guess Agent, I can't remember his name now, the guy, he was you know, one of, I guess, Nick Fury's guys that he worked with, you know, he says, we need you to come in. So I can't, I'm working, even though she's tied to a chair, you know, and she said, okay, let me put you on hold, and then proceeded to kick the crap out of all three of those guys.
They're listening, waiting until she's done.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, Coulson. That's right. And that I always love that scene. Yeah, I liked it when that old general says, "It seems you're just another pretty face," and says, "Oh, you really think I'm pretty?"
Yeah, basically playing into the whole thing to get
Yeah,
him to
that's
keep
right.
talking.
Well, that'd be kind of like Alita. I mean, she's you look at her and you say, "Oh, she's just a sweet little old girl." She's
I
like,
don't know about. She seems to take offense at people talking down to her like that. She doesn't seem to
yes,
have the discipline that, oh, Black Widow being a spy, she's going to have a different set of skills
yeah,
and responses to certain situations. Alita is just the straight up go in and flatten everybody.
yes, yeah. Alita would be like a bulldozer. Absolutely. Yeah, Adrian, she can be a monster. It's like I said, she can go sideways on your ass in a heartbeat,
Mhm.
and it's not that there's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. You just accept take it.
Nope.
Yeah, and she chocolate, a cute chocolate battle orange battle angel. Okay,
And
from
kick ass
Kick.
angel, but her heart is trimmed for justice.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, there you have it. So yeah, so she's that was the one thing I really liked about her as a character too, is when you look at her, you don't think of much, and then all of a sudden this tornado comes out. Kind of reminds me of that character in One Punch Man named Tatsumaki. They call her
Oh,
the
a little green
terrible.
haired girl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's yeah, she's not like Alita in personality. Now she once again is a
No.
fictional person too. She's more
She's
of
like
a
perpetually Alita's bad side.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. But she's like that, she's
Mhm.
yeah, you look at her, oh, it's just a little old girl, oh yeah, that's a mistake.
And
That's a big
tornado,
mistake.
death and
Yeah,
destruction suddenly erupts
yeah,
in front of you.
yeah. Okay, well, let's see about her being a warrior and why some of the reasons, that she is an exquisite warrior, of course, is that she was in the military. And, she was the one that was going to carry out Operation Malwarf. And I guess all of those colony ships except one got destroyed, and they turned that one into a space station, I guess. But what was that, 100 or 200,000 people that got killed, I guess, in that
It was
in that
hundreds of
thing?
thousands at least.
Yeah,
I remember the exact number.
yeah,
It's
and
been too long.
that's in the manga,
Yeah.
So Alita is pretty much she's a killer. She's not a
Yep.
that part of her doesn't come out in the movie until the very end when she kind of runs Vector through and he's unarmed.
Mhm.
But, I've always said that the Alita at the end of the movie is more like manga Alita.
Yep.
But that's from the manga. But in the movie, of course, her taking out Romo, Nisiana, and Gerwishka in the alley, all three of them. I mean, within her doll body. I mean, she made
Yep.
hay out of all three of them. She killed two of them and severely injured the other one. And then,
Mhm.
of course, at the end of the movie, she kills Gerwishka, and he's
Yep.
he's
Once
been
she gets her
enhanced.
military grade body.
Yes, he didn't stand a chance because I mean, I timed that fight was over after she got through talking to him because she knew that Nova was riding him, was
Or at the very least watching through his eyes.
yeah, for sure. When he threw that grind cutter at her, eventually that fight lasted all of 10 seconds,
Yep.
and he was cut in half. So I mean, she's I mean, she's fast and she's powerful, and
I
that's
have the feeling, I'm not sure. I think the fight might have gone on a little bit longer if she hadn't had the sword, but the sword
yeah,
looked like it was definitely made to work in concert with a berserker body. So I think it
yeah.
was its capabilities that helped her trim the fight a few seconds shorter.
Well, I think probably so, but I do think though that she doesn't need that sword to
Oh,
activate her
she
plasma
doesn't need
weapon.
the sword, no, but I think the sword helped her deal with the grind cutters with a great deal more ease than she might have
Yes,
otherwise.
yeah, that's right.
Like I
I
said,
think
I
that's
I
right.
don't think the fight would have been more than maybe a few seconds longer if she hadn't had the
Yeah,
sword.
yeah, that's right. So, and she knew how to use that sword.
Oh
You
yeah.
see her down that image on the right down there. I mean,
Well, that
that's
goes back
10
to what I
seconds
was
at the
saying
end of
about
the fight.
her weapon training. It seems that it's not just the Panzerkunst. She's got a lot of other weapon skills inherent in her core, I guess, that seem to come out when she needs them.
Mm-hmm. And of course, as a cyborg, she's using that martial arts specifically designed for cyborgs, Panzerkunst.
Yeah, I actually think the Cyberpunk tabletop game took I still can't think of the word. Like they took got the idea for one of their own martial arts from the Battle Angel Alita, the Battle Angel Alita manga, because Panzerkunst seems very similar to a martial art they had in the RPG, which was Panzerfaust, which was like armored fist.
Yeah.
And it was also a martial art that was designed specifically for use with full conversion cyborg, full machine bodies. And it was a devastating martial art in there.
Yeah. Well, that's what Panzerkunst means armor art.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's why I say there's a lot of similarities between the two. So I think there's the tabletop role-playing game got some, the word is right on the tip of my tongue and it will not come to me. Inspiration. That's what I was looking for. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good
no
Lord.
problem.
That was irritating the hell out of me.
Yeah. Well, I guess what your vocabulary, you said it departed you today or something. Huh?
It does that to me. It's like I'll be looking for a word or something like that. And all too often, more frequently, it just sometimes the word will just vanish right as I'm about to use it.
And of course, her being a Motorball and Zot player. Now, for those of you who just saw the movie, you're certainly familiar with Motorball because what were there? There were like 8 of those, I guess guys that she thought were trying out like her in the for the second league, but they turned out it was a motor.
The would-be assassins.
Murder ball, murder ball. And once she found out, she took out all of them. You know, I mean, by herself. So I mean, she's good. But in the Zot, she's got that Imaginos body, and she fights an extremely powerful opponent that's probably Angelus or Lee. I'm not sure if you know how tall Toji was. It seems to me that he was probably 5 or 6 meters tall, wasn't he? I'm not
I was thinking about 6 meters.
Yeah. So, you know, he's about 15, 20 feet tall. And she, of course, is about 1.5 meters tall, and she's, you know, which is about 4'11". And you know, I mean, this guy is probably 10 feet more or 11 feet taller than she is, and she beats him. You know, now in the process, she gets exploded to bits and then reassembled. You know. And continues to fight, which says something about her determination, you know, or perseverance. But when she fought Toji, you know, she ended up beating Toji, and when she got that Imaginos 2.1 body, and she's, you know, that body there, that Imaginos body, all 3 of them were much more powerful than the Berserker body. So, you know, I guess all of these things put together, her experience in the military and her experience as, say, a hunter warrior. And of course, she has that plasma weapon. She knows Panzerkunst. You know, she certainly has a lot of combat, you know, related training and stuff like that. Not just with, hands and feet fighting, but, you know, weapons to boot. You know, that makes her probably a top tier warrior, you know, for sure.
Certainly
as a matter of fact, yeah, I think in the manga,
some of the Zot players, they did give her a bit of Sarula, or however you pronounce her name.
Karula, yeah.
Karula, yeah, the vampire. She definitely gave Alita a bit of a run for her money there. Yeah.
Well, she probably would have beat Alita until she found out she had that Fata Morgana.
That's what it was
thing.
looking like, yeah.
Yeah, and she said, "Oh, she's kind of like in the Matrix. She's the one," sort of, you know. And she said, "No, okay, I'm not going to fight. You know, I'm not going to continue the fight. You know, because she has a purpose. You know,
purpose beyond just being a fighter in this game."
Yeah, exactly. So, Although it'd have been an interesting fight, because I do think that Karula did beat one of the replicants, didn't she? From what I remember. But
I can't remember. I just remember
yeah.
that every time Alita tried to do something to her, she was able to counter it.
Yeah. And that she was in her Imaginos body too, wasn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, Karula had this ability to read a person's chi or something like that.
Mhm.
Even if it was in a cyborg body, she could read the spiritual energy of them or something like that.
Mhm.
I think. It's been a
Mhm.
while, but
Yeah.
she was able to basically read their neural impulses or the energy flow through their body and determine what they were going to do before they even did it.
Yeah. Anyway, Angelus, anything up there that the creek might have missed? And I think you're muted.
Angelus. Yes, no, maybe so.
Yeah, I wonder if he stepped away. He might have stepped away.
Perhaps he went for snacks.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one side of Alita. And I know, with when I did martial arts many years ago, the thing about martial arts is well, if you're sparring with somebody, now of course now she's not sparring with anybody in those two pictures there. She's actually fighting, but when you're sparring with somebody and you're hitting them and you're getting hit by them, it's hard to describe. It's the discipline to be able to maintain under those conditions. It's kind of like a delicious thing, you just really, you're thriving on it, So I can see Alita like that. I mean, Alita she loves that kind of conflict, from what I could tell, because in the manga, she's always looking for that kind of engagement. For instance, when she fought Joshigan, and Joshigan, he beats her, but then he dies right after he beats her. But and she comes to, I guess, in Ito's clinic or something like that, and she said, "Oh, it was something to the effect, I wish I had got to know him and saw the full extent of his power," something like that. And I'm so sad that he died, because she was digging that particular.
Well, I think
fight.
she actually learned something about herself that she was grateful to have learned from the encounter with him.
Mm-hmm. And in the manga, particularly when she had the civilian body and she was doing the slice of life thing, she had a poster of Joshigan up in her apartment.
Yep.
So
I think that was during the Sonic Finger story. We got a glimpse of that.
Yeah, that's right. A couple of weeks ago, didn't we? When we did the manga.
Well, a couple
reading.
of months ago, I think.
Yeah, I guess it was a couple of months ago. Yeah. So yeah, she kind of revered Joshigan for that very reason. So
she certainly regarded him very highly. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So anyway, there is Alita as a warrior. And Angelus, if you're back yet, or Leah, did I miss anything there?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what I'd ask, is there anything that I missed up there in terms that contributes to her, I guess you could say, foundation or background or experience as a warrior? Is there anything that's on those first 5 bullets up there that are not, maybe I missed something or what?
Yeah, for me, nothing comes to mind right immediately.
Yeah.
No, I mean, she's like athletic. She's quite a all-rounder.
She's extremely athletic. Yeah. Yeah, she is that. She has that flying double side, or that double kick she does. She does it several places in the manga, where it's almost like a drop kick, except it's like a side kick, a flying side kick, except she does it with both feet. So like she did to Nisiana as an example,
Yep.
she does that in the manga several times, so.
Considering the power with which she can propel herself, it's probably one of her more powerful moves, or at least more effective or something.
Yeah, I kind of calculated the distance she traveled in the air when she did that flying sidekick on Romo, and that was like 30 feet. I mean, you know, I don't know of any humans that can do a 30-foot flying sidekick. And when she kicked Nisiana like she did, she didn't have a run and start. She just, you know, she was stationary, and then that had to be at least 15 feet. You know, when she propelled herself at Nisiana and decapitated her.
Yep.
So, yeah, if she's going to be your girlfriend, you better not piss her off. Yeah, that would be.
But you can also be assured that she'll be all in for whatever you got ahead of you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she
with
would.
you
She
till
would be,
the end.
Yeah, she would be very supportive, wouldn't she? Because she's got that determination. But this is why I think she's a waifu. You know, now, you know, she certainly, we saw in the movie, she had that relationship with Hugo. In the manga, she has a relationship with Figure 4, and of course, in the movie, she's basically a teenager, and maybe 18, maybe early 20s, but that would be the very oldest, probably 18 or 19.
Well, according to Cameron's notes, he was hinting at somewhere around the 18 area.
Yeah. And then, of course, with Figure 4, she's a little older. I think she's probably
early
late
20s.
Well, early
actually,
20s.
Yeah, somewhere in her 20s, at least mid 20s, I think.
Yeah, I think so. But even in the eventually in the Last Order, you know, when Figure 4 is trying to find her, you know, and she's going up to Zalem and going up to Jeru, and she's in her mid 30s in that time frame, I think, because there was a panel in there where she recalled that it had been 14 years or something like that since Ito found her in the scrapyard, you know. So, and if she was say 18 or 19 years old, that'd put her around 33 years old, you know.
Yep.
So, you know, so she was in her 30s, you know, up in toward the Last Order. And then, of course, she had a friendship with Chaos. Now I got the word friendship there because she never really, you know, Chaos had I guess he had more feeling for her in terms of romantic feeling than she had for him. I mean, she respected him.
He also had
greatly.
some problems too there. So.
Yeah, he did. But I remember there was that one panel that he kind of got frisky with her, you know, a little
tried
bit.
to lean in to kiss her, and she backhands him.
Yeah,
away.
Yeah, that's right. I love that panel. He goes flying.
Yeah, she basically just casually backhands and says, "Stop messing around."
Yeah, that's right. And then that's when he discovers, you know, when she hit him, of course, anything Chaos touches, he learns everything about what that is. You know, from that psychometry, you know, and he calls her Yoko, and she just, what, you know, why'd you call me Yoko, or something to that effect, you know. But, you know, she did respect Chaos a lot, you know. I guess so much so she put a wedding dress on because Chaos, I guess, wanted to marry her, I guess, and she didn't want to get married.
Or at the very least, I guess, wanted to see her in it or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
No chance, buddy.
Yep. Not as long as Angelus is around, right, Angelus? So anyway, but there's our pal Vladi.
Hey guys.
Hello,
Vladi. How are you, mate?
What's cracking?
Cool.
The Kraken is cracking.
That's right. So how's everything in the Shires and jolly old England there, Vladi?
Everything is good. I'm not quite in the showers today. I'm more near Isengard. I'm closer to London today.
Okay.
So not the Shires, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm just
do
here
you
with
go
family,
in there
so.
for business? Do you go to London for business sometimes?
No, I go literally just for family.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So and I hope you don't mind me asking, you live in Devonshire, Vladi, or
no, not Devonshire.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we don't need to know, I guess.
No, we don't need specific towns.
No, we don't. But anyway, yeah, you missed our appraisal of Alita as a warrior. Of course, you probably heard that.
Oh no.
Well, that's all right.
I've only made it for the waifu bit.
Yeah, you only made it for the waifu stuff. That's right.
Oh, that sums it up, really, doesn't it? I focus on her too much as a waifu sometimes, so
yeah, I
this
think
just sums it up.
Yeah. But anyway, her friendship with Chaos, she had a lot of respect for him, you know. So she recognizes friendship. You know, I mean, she's good about that. Now, her relationship with Ito, of course, is more of like a father figure, you know.
Yeah,
But she
very
really,
much so in the movie as well.
yeah. Now, I guess in some places in the manga, it's kind of creepy in a couple of places, but I think Ito comes around to thinking of her as a daughter.
It's a different vibe in the Japanese manga. It's just a different vibe.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But anyway, you know, that's kind of her father figure, and that's kind of what we were talking about a while ago about her care. You know, how she cares for friends and family. You know, I mean,
she's the perfect daughter.
Yes.
And
yes,
the perfect waifu.
I'm not sure Ito would necessarily think so, considering he never listened to her.
Yeah.
Or she never listened to him.
Never listened to him. Yeah.
Getting my stuff.
Yeah, but you want someone to challenge you like that, really. That's why she's perfect.
Well, she did at the end there, you know, when Ito told her that, you know, in terms of going after Nova, that she was the only one built for this.
Yeah.
And she said, "Thank you, Father."
Thank you, Father. Yeah, it's beautiful.
That right there, that was, man, that right there, that was that scene got me pretty good.
It felt so sincere. Rosa's performance in that is just stunning, and the way it's shot, Rodriguez directed that like masterfully. Having the over the shoulder camera, it was really like emotional.
Yeah,
and the music as well. Oh my god.
Yeah, but she's she loves her friends and family. That's for sure, and she, you know, yeah, she's going to go off to go get Vector. You know.
One thing we love about her is that she loves other people so much, and she'd do anything for them, and that's a noble character that really endears you to her.
Yes,
and that's why some other characters aren't liked, because they're just mean.
Yeah, agreed. She has really got a good heart, you know.
Exactly, that's it.
She in the manga,
as that song says, a good heart these days is hard to find.
Yes.
In more ways than one.
Yep.
A good heart, that is.
And you can see 4 of them up there, can't you, Angelus? For Uwu, she does have that Uwu, you know. I mean, she's really, as we said a while ago, she's really pretty, you know. I mean, it's kind of like it's hard to grasp, you know. You see somebody like that, and you see how, you know, what they can do, you know, fighting wise or something like that. It's almost like it's like surreal, you know. You see this person that looks a little much more than
cute, innocent, this cute, innocent creature being so like strong and a badass. It's awesome.
Yeah, they can take out 3 armed cyborgs, you know, with just ease.
I don't know how you can not like this character. I think there's literally got to be something wrong with you to not like this, like objectively beautiful, cute, strong, and like would do anything for like the people she loves. You can't not love her, really.
Yeah, I mean, yes, exactly. Well, her uncle thinks so anyway. So
she's got a very smart uncle.
Yes, she does. I agree with you. But anyway, yeah, she is definitely waifu material. That's for sure. And I remember Den and I used to get in this discussion, and I think he kind of moves from waifu to waifu, I think, sometime. But we got it. But he getting this discussion with Angelus. Yeah, that's right. He would get this discussion with Angelus and I about how Android 18 was the perfect waifu and Alita was behind her.
No.
No, Android 18 is not the perfect waifu compared to Alita. And we go back and forth like that, you know, all in fun, you know. So, yeah. So anyway, that's kind of the 4, I guess, characteristics or the 4 foundational, what you want to call it, you know, relationship type, you know.
Yeah, she's got
situations.
She's got her first love.
Yeah, did I miss anything? I mean, in terms of her being a waifu, now put your single guy hat on and say I'm looking for a waifu. And all right, now what is it about her that would make her waifu material?
Well, how do we define waifu? It's not really a.
Well,
it's more of a meme word. Do we? I feel like it's
Yeah.
weird thinking this deeply about it.
Well, a waifu is actually a really cute or good-looking wife material. I think is what that way that.
Well, Alita
Wait.
obviously checks all those boxes
Yes,
more
she
than
does.
anyone on the planet Earth.
Yeah, she's way up there. If she's not on top, she's in the top 3, isn't she?
I remember
Sure.
back in like 2019 or 2020, Alita was nominated in some like fashion outlet
Really?
as one of the most beautiful faces of the year.
Really?
And people got really pissed off about it because she's like a digital face. I was like,
Yeah.
no, of course she should be in there. She should be number 1.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, I tell you what, when I saw the movie, and I know I've said this several times, but I thought that was really the way. Now, I didn't know who, when the first time I saw the movie, I didn't know the actress's name. I didn't know who Rosa Salazar was. I was just watching this movie. I didn't look it up on IMDb or anything like that. I just, I'm sitting in the hotel room. I'd had a hard day at work, and I'd clicking through the channels and I see Alita Battle Angel coming on. At first, you guys know the story, but it really didn't do much for me, the trailers and stuff like that when I saw them, which really that's bad. That's my bad. But
I don't think they marketed it very well.
Yeah, I don't think
they
did
did not.
the trailers did real justice to the movie. They didn't seem to put a lot of effort into them.
They should have done more around her character. They only had the trailers. They should have filmed more stuff showing her like close-ups where she looks like stunning.
Yes,
because she does.
But anyway,
all the close-ups.
Well, when I watched the movie and I saw her, now I thought was really like her face. Now I knew they had, I had the idea, of course, that they had CGI'd her eyes. I knew that nobody has big eyes like that, big irises and stuff like that. But I thought, okay, this is a child actor, that they've done something. They've used some CGI on her to make her look like this, and I thought that's the way she looked,
It does look incredibly real.
Yeah. And when I saw the credits rolled up, and I saw Rosa Salazar. Who the hell is Rosa Salazar? So I looked it up on IMDb, and of course I went through the photos and everything, and I went, "Oh my God!" because I thought her hair was real. Even.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought at least the hair was real, and it turns out even that was CGI too.
That's a miracle itself. How did that not get nominated for Best VFX?
I have no clue. I mean, that thing. I mean, Alita was shunned in a lot of ways.
Because the Academy people are morons.
I'm with you there.
I mean, how could the movie 1917 get nominated and Alita not? I don't understand that.
That was actually the year where they like made a joke about VFX. They had the, from the Cats movie. Yeah. They had James Corden or someone in a cat suit, and they made a joke, and it pissed off the VFX community. And they used the like VFX society to like call the Academy out. And winning 1917 and Alita 1917 winning and Alita not even being nominated, just the whole thing was just a joke.
Well, I think 1917 was probably, and I never saw it. I think it was probably a good movie. I mean, it probably was, but my thought was, okay,
I liked it.
You at least should give Alita Battle Angel a nomination. I mean, come on, the CGI in that thing or the special effects were stunning,
Freaky. It's obviously a scandal, but they just don't talk about it. It's like some crazy Twilight Zone shit.
I don't get it. So anyway, I know when I saw the movie the first time, it was coming on HBO. 2 nights later, I stayed in the hotel and watched it again. So, and of course I've seen it numerous times after that. So, but yeah, I thought Alita, the person who played Alita, looked like that, with the exception of the eyes, of course. I knew the eyes weren't real, but
I didn't really think about it like that. I think I just knew it was CGI, but at the same time I was like absolutely in awe of how real it looked, and it just made me believe that she was real, because I just wasn't thinking about it. I don't go to movies and think, oh, I've got to point out every like CGI flaw or something. I'm there to just absorb the actual image on screen. And for me, she looked stunningly real. That it just made me believe she was real.
Well, that's kind of what I was trying to allude to. When I saw her, it didn't occur to me that her face and her hair was CGI. That didn't occur to me at all. and certainly her hair. You know, I thought that was real. You know,
Yeah, I didn't think about it the first time I watched it.
Because I thought it was some 19 or 20-year-old actress, you know, that they had done the CGI effects on. And,
Creaky,
you know,
creaky.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how good she's going to look in the sequels?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
It's going to
with
be
the
insane.
advancements
She's going
they've
to be...
made in the special effects department.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. All the advancements they made for Avatar 2, they're going to go into Alita 2. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. If Disney denies that from the world, I don't see how anyone can ever forgive them.
Yeah.
It's literally like a peak piece of art that nothing else comes close to in terms of like CGI.
Yeah. Well, you know, Avatar made Alita. Oh, and by the way, I see Channel out there.
Yep.
She
She's
may
looking for the
want
link.
to.
Channel in chat.
Yeah,
Let's get that stream link in there.
Let's get Channel in here. Yeah, and I've been meaning to put that in here, and I forgot. I keep forgetting about it. Anybody that wants to come on, YouTube Channel certainly, but anybody else wants to come on and talk, there's the link. Just click on it. We'll pull you into the stream. So you know. So anyway, back to the topic, I guess. Yeah, Alita is waifu material. There's no doubt about it. There's Chaos Nova. How's it going, Chaos?
Hello there.
Oh, I forgot to mention, Chaos had sent me a DM about there's some background on Alita, you know, and I put it in the description below the screen here. And here is Channel does not exist. Hello, Channel.
Hey.
How's it going?
Wow.
Hello.
Everyone's rolling in.
Yeah, they are.
Full house.
Yeah, we do.
Or a full bar.
For the big waifu debate.
Yeah, waifu debate. Well, we were talking about, you know, her as a warrior. We did go into that pretty well, you know.
I missed all that.
Well, we've hit this one in the past pretty hard, I think, in a lot of different streams, you know. And we've even hit this one fairly hard, you know, about her uwu particularly, you know. Now there
are so many like strong warrior characters, but there aren't many of like with a heart like Alita's. That's like the main. That's like what makes people love her as much as they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many of them are portrayed as, you know, stoic and limited
and like
in the emotional range.
Exactly.
And not very closely connected with the people around them, but she is very different.
Well, it's kind of like
100%.
Lee was saying a while ago, you know, in some of these superheroes, they got like two emotions. They're either angry or they're just regular people.
Or grimly determined.
Or grimly determined. Yeah, that's a better term. But Alita has a full range of this, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, good God.
Stunning.
She has a full spectrum of emotions, and she's not afraid to show them.
And creating that with CGI in the way they did, I just think is absolutely incredible, and how beautiful she was.
Yeah, I agree. Well, let's don't hold back. What do we really think about Alita? Yeah, I mean, she is definitely she is a beautiful character. There's no doubt about it. And Kishiro, you know, you get this in the manga too. Now she's got a deeper, I guess you would call it personality or something in the manga, you know, much deeper. You get more out of it at least. But you see those same elements in Alita in the manga that you do in the movie, you know. So, you know, it's kind of like not only Kishiro, but, you know, James Cameron and Robert Rodriguez, they pulled this shit off. They made her like this, you know.
They knew she'd be a great character.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Rosa Salazar is what makes her. Really,
as John Landau said, he's like, we weren't just waiting for the tech, we were waiting for Rosa Salazar,
the perfect soul to inhabit Alita. I think it's just like the most poetic, artistic creation, I don't know, ever made.
Well, as you guys hear me say every week on the stream, Rosa's #1 in my book, Jack. You know, in terms of being an actress, man, she
and I hope we get to
number.
see her like getting excited for the sequel soon.
Oh God, yes.
Disney.
Yeah, Disney, you hear that shit? We want it. Come on, Disney, give us what we want, damn it.
Chop chop, mouse house.
Yes. How's it going, Channel? How's everything over in Poland?
Is the Well, we finally have their election results, but we have them at the beginning of the week. So the party the PIS part, the official short is Peace. So I
Yeah.
am not changing the name for the sake of offending them. It is that is actually what they're called.
Yeah, it's PIS, isn't it?
They got the most votes, but they didn't get a majority. And to
Ah.
form a government, you need to have a majority, which means
Yeah.
they're now supposed to find a coalition to get a majority, except the problem is that absolutely nobody wants to have a coalition with them. So instead, all the a bunch of, I think, 3 smaller parties will form a coalition, and because they're the only ones who can pull together a majority, they're gonna be the government. So the party which was currently ruling for 2 or 3
which was right wing, and now they've got a left wing coalition.
because the right wing can form a coalition because there's only 2 right wing parties running, and they don't and they're economically they have nothing in common, so they wouldn't be able to form any much of anything anyway. So that's the story currently.
Well, in terms of us here in the U.S., we still don't have a Speaker of the House of Representatives, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Still the same thing. So I guess all of it's all of it's bullshit.
And here we're just counting down the days to get rid of the Tories. Seems to be the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most any party's gotten is 30. That would be peace. Is I think 34%. So not a it's not a majority. It's not even close to a majority. And the only even if you add the only other right wing party that got any following, together they still wouldn't account for a majority.
So the moderates and the liberals and progressives are going to form a coalition government, huh?
Yep, they're forming a coalition to pull together a majority, and that's to create the government. That was already decided because there was no way a majority could be achieved by any one party in a situation where a lot of the voters are only voting because they hate the current government and not because they have a common plan.
Imagine that. Politicians not coming up with a plan. Imagine that shit. Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
They do have plans, just that those plans change the second they're in office.
Yeah.
Or rather change the second someone asks, okay, so how are we gonna practically put this into motion?
Yes.
Like, oops, guys, sorry, we tried.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
And how are things in Mentor, Ohio there, Chaos?
Fine. Aside from some breaks and emergencies, but at least it's not winter, right?
Yeah, that's right. Not winter yet. Yeah. Of course, you guys get that lake effect winter. That's can be pretty torturous.
Yeah, it is. It can be. That's right.
Yeah. Okay, well, the creek gets in a lot of trouble sometimes on politics, so
well, it's okay.
Why do you get in trouble? You have
watch
such a
out for each other.
politics.
You warn me about it, I'll warn you back.
Yes. Yeah, I always get my ass in trouble when I talk about politics, so I always do.
Remember, it's always easier to help someone else out of their problem than it is to help yourself. So, thanks.
Yeah, that's right.
Debating politics on the internet is like the biggest waste of time.
Lost in one, so I'll warn you back.
Okay, that sounds great. I'm all in that. I'm all in on that one. So yeah.
Actually,
okay. Go ahead, Channel.
The thing that was generally considered that swayed the election in Poland is that there was I think record-breaking amount of young people voting this year.
Yeah, that happened in our election last year. We had a record number
18 to 20-something year olds because
Gen Z.
Usually the reason the right-wing party wins is because is when most of the voters are church grandmas. Nothing against church grandmas, but let's be honest, they're the main electorate.
Well, Chandler, you're Gen Z, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. That's which years are those?
That's anywhere from 18 to 28, somewhere in that area. And then after that's the millennials, and then after that's the Gen X.
Definitely not millennial.
And then, of course, the creek is, I'm in the Cretaceous generation.
Yep,
So
Gen Z, I
anyway.
googled it.
Yeah.
It's
So anyway.
according to Google, it's 1997 to 2012.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's weird. So
Okay.
12-year-olds are Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Okay.
Yeah. They can't vote yet, but they are Gen Z. Yeah. Anyway, let me go hit Chaos and Channel. I'll hit Chaos first. Chaos, what's your thoughts about Alita as a waifu?
What a question.
Yes. Is it
Just
the
don't
answer
piss
is
her
just yes, she is.
Yeah. I'm on the edge
about
of my seat waiting for Chaos's response.
Yeah, he might be busy with something.
Yeah, that's right. Well, what do you think, Channel? I mean, I get a female perspective here on Alita. You know,
I missed most of the stream so far,
Yeah.
but Alita is undeniably drawn to be attractive, and for me, it works.
Mhm.
Like, Alita in the movie, obviously she's cute, but she's not cute in. Okay, Alita is cute both in the manga and the movie, except in Last Order she stops being cute to me, but the original series she absolutely is. And part of why she's sexy is so more people would buy the manga,
Yes.
because let's be honest, people are perverts, and probably so am I.
Yeah.
So Alita as a waifu because she's aggressive and adorable, and if something is small and aggressive, that makes it more adorable.
Okay, there's two we
Yeah.
don't have up there. Aggressive. Well, of course, Uwu is adorable.
Yeah, you want your
But,
waifu to be a bit aggressive.
Yeah.
You don't want them to be a complete pushover.
Yeah, that's right.
She's also
Oh, yeah.
goofier while being. She's also goofier in the manga than in the movie. Like,
Yeah.
the manga is both way darker and way goofier at the
Yeah,
same time.
like I was saying before, it has a different vibe.
Well, you know, in Last Order, I think she's cute in Last Order too, but I think it's a different kind of cute. She's kind of like
More
it's almost
mature.
like or more like a MMA fighter cute or something like that. You know,
That's my
kinda,
type of cute.
because she doesn't look the same in Last Order she does in the original manga, does she? I think Kishiro drew her different for one thing, you know. Now in her Imaginos 1.0 body, she's pretty cute, you know, in that one. But when she gets in the 2.0 body and the 2.1 body, she looks different, you know. I still think she's cute, but it's like a rough cute, you know, or something like that, you know.
Another thing for Cameron to think about.
Yes.
Maybe keep her really cute.
Well, or he, you know, well,
this is when the debate starts.
Well, here's the. Oh, go ahead,
she's supposed to be a teenage girl at the beginning of the story, and by the ending of the story, she's supposed to be in her early to mid 30s. So obviously, even if you have a cute 30-something-year-old woman, it's gonna be a completely different type of cute between that and a teenage girl.
Yeah,
no, you're absolutely right.
It'd be creepy to make a teen.
It makes sense for the cuteness to evolve.
To make a 30-something-year-old woman the same type of cute as a 17-year-old.
And I don't need to worry; she's definitely still going to be cute.
I don't know. 30-year-old ladies look pretty cute to the creek.
I'm not saying they're not cute, but making them the same type of cute as a 17-year-old comes off wrong.
I agree with that. But you know, there was a meme going around a couple of years ago that somebody had done something with that. What's that face app where they made Alita look like a grandmother?
Oh no! Why did you mention that? Oh my god!
Because that's more the creek speed right there.
Oh, you don't know what you've done.
Where they took all the characters and they put them through the baby filter.
Yes.
The baby one was cute, but why did you mention the elderly one? I literally get like tormented by that.
I haven't seen that. Either I erased it from my memory or I haven't seen it.
He's just brought it back up. I had it like locked down in a deep part of my mind, never to return.
And that damn.
And then Creaky just conjured the image back. Oh,
I never remember seeing it.
And Creek kicks the door in and invites it up.
Yep, that's right.
That's why you pile on the Disney.
I cry myself to sleep tonight now. Thanks, Creek.
Well, anyway,
I look it up.
Don't look it up. You'll want to put bleach in your eyes.
Don't pour bleach in your eyes either. Don't do either one of those things.
How do you?
It's preferable to
what's
looking
the
at that
search
picture
words for
creep.
that?
Yes. Well, I do like Alita in the movie. There's no doubt about it. She's extremely cute. Now, I would say in her doll body, to me, that's, I mean, okay, she's cute, but you know, now you know what I'm saying? I'm not particularly, it
No,
doesn't
it's
do
not a
anything
mature
for
body.
me.
I know what you're
you
saying.
know?
It's just not a mature
Yeah.
body. The berserker body
Right.
is a mature body.
The berserker body, the creep goes, oh wow, she looks good. Something
Yeah.
like that, you know. But yeah.
I think it's stunning, both like different aspects of like feminine beauty, like created in a like a statue, kind of like a master sculpture in CGI form. The designs on that body and
Yeah.
just the shape and everything is just like perfection.
Well, the doll body, she's got all those little drawings and all that
Exactly.
stuff
It's
on it.
beautiful. It's
and
perfect for that kind of
unbelievable. Yeah. I
innocent
mean,
young body. Yeah.
and
It's funny.
how this didn't get nominated for a freaking award, I don't get it. But you know,
Creaky, don't get
Because
me
the
started.
Academy Awards are run by Goldfish.
yeah.
It's funny how in the manga both in the manga and in the movie she has a scene where she admires the hands, but in the movie they're like, those are the hands of my dead daughter, which I'm giving to you, not just because it's the body I had on hand, but because I'm gonna be treating you as my daughter. Meanwhile, in the manga, it's like, those are the hands of some prostitute that got killed last night.
It's got way more emotional weight in the movie.
Mhm.
Yeah. Duh.
How far
That
have you gotten into the manga, Vladi?
I've already told you this loads of times.
All
Have
right.
you?
So Vladi,
So you
just
haven't read
watch
it in the
my
past
clip
couple of
from the
months,
video
huh?
game. It will
He
spoil the
stopped,
story
Motable.
for you.
So that way he doesn't spoil the movie for him.
I've read up the first 3 volumes, I think it is, up to like the
Come
end of Motorball.
on, this is a manga that reads really quick.
I will do. I've got like a mental block. I will do eventually. I'm still waiting for finality with the Alita sequel. I feel like it's right around the corner.
Oh, it is. I agree with you. I think it is.
And then
right
once
around
we're
the corner.
settled and knowing that everything's going,
We should
And
have.
then you're gonna push that. Oh, I'll read it once the third movie comes out, since they said sequels plural.
channel, I won't. I promise.
Okay.
Well, I hate to
Everyone
break
heard
the
that.
news.
Everyone heard that.
Yes, we did, but I hate to
I
break
didn't
the news
promise
to you
exactly
guys.
when though.
The Creek wants 6 movies, so come on.
That's
I don't
all right.
Three
want-
movies and a series, or 3 movies and 2 series.
Oh, I could live with that, but I still want 6 movies.
Basically, Vladi can't go see the first Alita sequel until he finishes reading the manga.
Oh,
That'll get him going.
that's
And out
quite
of
a.
this,
Good luck
I don't know about
enforcing that, Angelus.
and out of
I'll
those,
enforcing that because part of
That's
his
very
reward
strong.
is that he'll have an
Yeah, no
Aussie
pressure.
coming to visit the UK to make sure that he completes the job.
Wait, I didn't
I'll
really catch
fly
that.
over to
Sorry,
the
I've got it
UK.
quite quiet because I'm in my mum's house with other people.
Ah,
and out
okay.
of those 2 series, one of them should be an anime, and the other one some kind of, not necessarily anime, just it can be it can be live action, it can be an animation that isn't in the most traditional anime style. Just
Yeah.
make one of
Yeah.
them an anime and the other one something
That would be so
other
good.
interesting.
Well, they could do the
option.
Mars Chronicle as an anime and tone it down for kids if they want to do that. And then they could do Last Order as either live action or a little more mature anime for, they could do that. I think I'd be happy with that.
I'm thinking Last Order wouldn't work very well live action because you need to. It's too much weird stuff happening to make it live action. Without you, it look like a live action. It might look like a live action Disney remake. You'd be either spending a lot of money on CGI, or it would just look really weird if you try to make it too realistic. That's the type of thing that works on paper and in animation, but not necessarily in realism.
I don't
Mars
know.
Chronicle, on the other hand, in realism could work.
Well, in Avatar, they have floating mountains. So I don't know about that being weird or not.
I think they could come up with completely new stuff too, channel. Like it doesn't have to be directly
It
adapted
doesn't
from
have to be,
the Last
but
Order or
there's
Mars
some
Chronicle.
things.
They can create stuff in the universe.
There's
Yes.
some. You're kind of losing. You might. Okay, maybe by then they'll have the technology that makes it work, but still, that's just crossing into more and more into animation more than live action. So I still think Last Order should be animated. It's one of those things that just work
but-
better when animated.
I could
Yeah.
live with that. I could live with it. Yeah.
But like
If any-
Avatar is almost completely CGI animated, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
2D animation has its charms. Like it can be 2D or 3D, just make it good. If any Alita series were to be live action, either Mars Chronicle or something happening on or something happening on the surface. So Badlands related, maybe
That would be sick.
Iron City.
Yeah.
Since
I
Iron
want
City, we've
I
already
want
seen in the movie,
Badlands.
so that's
I want the Badlands to be the third movie.
Badlands related might be the best
Yeah.
guess, or Mars Chronicle.
Yeah, Alita Avenging Angel, I think, hunting for Nova out in the Badlands. That's,
It's going to be so good.
oh, it is. Oh, man.
She can't actually get to Nova in the series because that's being saved for the movie, but we can have scenes with kind of remote interaction with Nova through puppets or whatever. Would it be related to the movie or just a standalone from the same manga? Because it's standalone from the same manga that she could.
Well, I think they can do it from the manga, I think. And then, that, like Lottie says, make some changes that are within the spirit of the manga.
There's still issues. I mean, Destiny Nova is supposed to be a reject, but he's not right now.
He's not right
yet.
now. That's right. That they would have to
Not only that, but
exile him.
But the whole implications too. I mean, his kid is a mutant. That's a no-no.
Yeah.
And it's implied that he, made his child with a mutant or something.
How'd he produce that child?
Well, how did Alita come from where she came from in Mars Chronicles?
No, that's too weird.
Yeah, but I've been playing a series
Without
of video
spoiling it.
games where the main character kind of finds out about his mother, and that's weird too.
Yeah.
I saw
Metal
Alita.
Gear Solid.
I saw Alita described as a robot cat made out of human brain cancer cells, and the fact that the description isn't too far off is telling.
Yeah, I want them to stay away from that. I want them to have a little bit more normal, as normal as you can make a Martian kid. Anyway, I guess
Well, I got to head off.
All right, Lee.
So see you
See
guys
you, Lee.
later. Thanks for
All
having
right,
me.
thanks for joining,
Nice
Lee.
chatting.
Take care.
See, Lee, you did have enough. Lee had enough to contribute. He was concerned that he wouldn't have enough to contribute to the waifu category, but he did all right.
There's always stuff to talk about. Alita waifu related.
Oh yeah.
Something, two things. The shorter one is something to add is that she has a very giving nature.
Yep.
Not just with the heart, but like with the time, with the just like feelings and emotions. She's not sort of one to be cloistered
She's so selfless.
or clamming up. Yeah, she's very selfless. And that selflessness, makes her a better human, ergo a better waifu.
Mhm.
And the other thing I forgot.
She's also
already.
kind of impulsive.
Is that a positive or a negative for waifu?
Long-term relationship, that's probably a negative, but waifuness for fictional characters, I'd say it's a positive.
Yeah, you want them to be a bit feisty.
Yes.
Like the type of characters that you watch on TV and say, I want to date that, and the type of people you'd actually want to be in a relationship with isn't necessarily the same type of character.
Yeah.
There's a whole category of characters I love, but if they were real people, I'd hate them.
Yeah. Well, Alita certainly is feisty. That's for sure. She is that.
Yeah, I love that about her.
Alita's not in that category, I think.
But
not in the movie. I don't think. Yeah, I agree with you.
She's still a bit feisty in the movie.
Yeah, she is.
She gets on the
not thinking
table
in
and
the
stuff
manga.
when she gives her speech. She's really feisty.
Well,
She punches all those dudes, and then I think she's very feisty.
Yeah. Well,
Going
she
at-
and also when her and Ito are at that kiosk and he's looking for Grishka's, I guess, the wanted poster or whatever you want to call it on the kiosk, and she says, "I'll find out for myself," and runs off. And to me, that's feisty.
You don't get more feisty and impulsive than slicing Zapan's face off at the end.
Yeah, that's that's impulsive. Yes, it is, and he deserved
Or
it
feisty
too.
by
But I suppose your relationship probably wouldn't last very long because she'd probably cut you in half or something.
Also, just Alita has horrible luck with dating in that everyone she's gotten close to romantically ends up either dead or mutilated or both. I mean,
Oh.
first there was I'm gonna not there's okay. First, series wise, we have Hugo decapitated. Then
Mhm.
there's Figure, who didn't die, but he did lose an arm. There's
Mhm.
Chaos, who had a heart attack. He survived,
Mhm.
but he did get a heart attack and he did get burned pretty badly.
Mhm.
There's some people, including me, shipping Alita with Lou, and Lou got dead.
Mhm.
Then there's the flashback that later was considered non-canon, but Alita did have kind of a relationship with one of the guys on the crew, on the Martian crew, and she did kill him after he got injured in battle,
Mhm.
which presumably he was already at her, kind of in a relationship with her at this point. So anyone Alita is anywhere close to having a romantic relationship with, something horrible happens to that person. It's
Well,
a
it's
law
like-
of the universe.
It's like two of those Hunter Warriors in Sonic Finger. Alita kind of has like a little fangirl club going, where a bunch of these Hunter Warriors are kind of, they're infatuated with her or something like that. And these two guys try to take on the Sonic Finger guy and they both get killed. So, and they kind of had a crush on Alita, I think. So, yeah, I
Who
think you're
definitely
right.
had a crush on Alita.
Yeah. So I think you're right, Channel. I think
The other one.
you're getting in a relationship with her, you proceed at your own risk, I think, is the whole thing,
Yeah, Alita even warns Figure that people who get too close to her die young, and that was before most of the listed examples happened.
Yeah. Do you want
And-
Cameron to give her a bit more of a Hollywood relationship that doesn't end quite so traumatically?
I'm not sure, because at this point, if she wants to take someone out, but she doesn't want to do the dirty work herself, she should just start flirting with the person, and the universe will do its thing and mangle them.
God, what would
Not
it
that
be
Most
like?
Alita
likely.
would mind doing the dirty work herself, but if she ever doesn't want to, then that's an option.
Well, what
I
would
feel
it
so
be
bad
in
for
one of the sequels if they did a scene with Alita flirting with some guy? I wonder what that would look like.
It would be
I
really cute.
I think it
We know
would
that
be,
already.
yeah.
Someone in the movie theater starts screaming, "Why not me?"
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's
Hopefully
right.
they do like a POV thing and she's literally talking to us on IMAX, looking directly at us
Oh,
No,
yeah.
that's just fan service.
while she's flirting with me.
Oh, my God. You mean breaking the fourth wall, Vladi? Holy moly.
No, but it will just, okay, maybe just an over-the-shoulder camera. Not full POV.
Yeah,
That
they
might be a
should
bit
do
weird.
something. That's a great idea, Vladi. They should do something like that where she's like,
Obviously, if I was in control of
acknowledging
the Alita
you,
stuff,
you
I'd be
know?
making all those kind of things.
yes. Oh, us in the Alita Army, we'd watch it 150 times if she did that, wouldn't we?
Yeah, VR date
I
with
still
Alita.
love the idea that with the hunter, at some point during the fight with Japan,
Yeah.
some group scream, "We are the Alita Army," and then they
Yeah.
still get slaughtered by Japan.
Yeah.
Well,
That would be so funny.
Yeah, it would.
They should totally.
holding him up for Alita to get there.
Yeah.
Hey Vlad, if
Yeah.
the VR date with Alita, that'd be more like a brain dance, wouldn't
Oh yeah, cyberpunk.
it?
Exactly. That's probably what's inspired me. Think of that. Someone needs to make a proper Alita mod for Cyberpunk. Why has no one done that? Angelus, how do we find the modders?
Well,
They-
someone's technically already.
They've
Yeah.
made a doll
Made,
body. Is that the one you mean?
No,
No,
oh,
they
he
made
meant
the Berserker.
Berserker body, yeah.
Oh, have I
Like-
even seen that?
It's on YouTube. Like they mixed up a Netrunner suit with the like a bit of a.
Oh, I need to rewatch that. I hadn't watched that. I don't think I'd seen that until I'd started playing. I think I saw that before I started playing, so I'll watch it in a different way now.
Angela, so you got a search terms that the folks can look it up on YouTube. Can you put that in a private chat, and I'll put it in a public chat?
It's probably just Cyberpunk.
Can you also put in
Alita.
the link to the Grandma Alita? I still can't find it.
Yeah, put that link
I
in
can
if
go
you
one
can.
better.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, what's the one better? Boom. There it is.
Oh my
Perfect.
God.
Perfect angle.
Go through it again. Skip through. I need to zoom in. This is great. No, it's not that accurate. It's really good. No, it is pretty accurate.
Yeah,
It's
good.
really great.
Put that link in the private chat.
I love all the
Angela.
cyborg bodies and stuff in Cyberpunk. They've done that so well. Couldn't they do it without the leather suit? Like, I want to see the whole of the machine body.
I'm not too sure. It would probably just show like bits of the flesh as well, which Alita doesn't have.
That's a shame.
So obviously it's wearing, like I said, a specific setup. It's got the Netrunner suit. The boots are obviously a little bit different.
Yeah, it's great.
But it's
I'm
good
guessing
though.
I'm guessing the arms are the
Berserker arm.
the subdermal armor. So
Yeah.
basically, it's like armorized skin, if you will, for cyborgs.
Totally.
Quite
Love all that shit.
literally, it's thicker skin, but but yeah. So I'm guessing that's how they sort of combine the look to give it like at least some sort of metallic silvery. I mean, I know like parts of her arm is purple, especially when it comes like to the muscle sinew.
Yeah, the
and
biceps. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to see close-ups. Just judge its
I know,
accuracy. Doesn't look bad.
yeah. I'd have to maybe like take a screenshot, load up the screenshot, and then sort of.
Well, just
Bring it from
copy the URL and put it in the. Oh,
Yeah.
you did that, didn't you? Oh, yeah, you did. Is that no? That's from Chaos. I got yours, I think.
There you go. That can be for Bloody in private chat.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'll check it out later.
Cool.
But mind you, just for Bloody specifically, that is pre 2.0.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder if you can do even better ones now. Better Berserker bodies.
I mean, I'm far enough for that. I could probably maybe pull it off as well. I'll see what I can.
Don't you need to know how to mod or something?
Oh no, just like using different clothes. Like obviously you have to turn off the wardrobe.
No, I mean make the whole body in a mod.
Oh, mod-wise, yeah, I'm not that good.
Yeah, I mean like properly design her body. Like someone did the doll body, and it looks pretty good.
Yeah, you could definitely get away with it.
Yeah, I think that clip too, you don't have to have the entire clip. I just think if you copy everything from HTTPS to that, I get A8A or A8A8 and just don't copy the rest of it. I think you'll still get the same clip, I think. Let me see if that's right. Well, you get it. Yeah, you still get it. Yeah. So, God, yeah, that is magnificent. Jesus. We need an Alita Battle Angel game. That's what we need. We got one. We got one because
yeah. Did you see that Alita Brazil mock-up?
Yes.
That looks so good. We need an Alita games.
Yes,
Criminal,
we
we haven't got one.
Well, Chaos plays. He plays the.
Yeah. We've got the
memory.
old
It's
game,
pretty
yeah.
good. I enjoy watching it.
It's obviously not a proper like modern game.
But it's like 90s graphics and stuff like that.
It's a shame I didn't play it back when I was a kid.
Did you know
I could
who
have found
Alita
Alita
was?
sooner.
Yes, there you have it.
But I think it only came out in Japan, so probably a difficult one.
Yes. So, did we miss anything on this one, guys, about her being
On
a waifu?
Alita waifu debate.
Yeah.
No, I think so. I don't think so.
Well, what
She's
about
definitely a
both?
waifu. Exactly. That's why she's so great, because she's both.
That's exactly right. Yeah, she's a great fighter for
It's
sure.
part of the reason why I'm headcanoning Alita as bi, because I think she genuinely is, because I think that it makes it's funny, because I want to ship her with Lou, or because it gives me a weird sense of hope that maybe because subconsciously I also want to be with Alita.
It's probably the latter, I'll be honest.
Yes.
I still think it's because I want to ship her with Lou, but maybe because like just
She's extremely attractive.
Yes.
yeah, she is.
Well, look
There's
at
nothing
that.
wrong with that.
Well, look at those
She wouldn't be
images. She's got wings on both of those images. So
pleasant to
there you
cuddle
have it.
those, because she there's not enough soft areas.
I was thinking about that the other day.
So that'd be a problem.
No, but Channel, I was also thinking, I was
Unless like,
hoping
she's wearing
maybe her
some-
body has a feature where it can get softer.
Maybe she like wears soft. Maybe you should like wear soft clothes to cuddle, so
Well,
you
and-
feel her warmth and she's moving, but the softness isn't part of her body. It's kind of
Extra
soft
padding.
clothes. She put on.
Well, wait a minute now. In the novelization, her breasts in the doll body are soft, and her glutes are.
Are we
not
gonna
as
take the
soft.
novelization seriously?
Yeah.
Are we gonna take a book?
I think I would take, if the movie does something different to the novelization, I would take the movie as canon, and not the novelization.
Yeah, because that was just
They
the
do not look
basis, wasn't
soft
it?
at all in the movie.
That would look a bit silly.
In the berserker body, they kind of do. In the doll body, they absolutely do not.
Yeah.
That it looks like plastic that is pretending to be ceramics. And according to the art book, it is supposed to be plastic pretending to be ceramics.
Yeah.
Neither plastic nor ceramics.
If
or
it's plastic,
specific-
it's a heavy
Plastic pretending
duty.
to be ceramics is not all that. It's not that soft.
Well, if it's
Yeah.
plastic, it's got to be a heavy duty plastic because she took off Garwishka's arms with that axe kick.
Well, it's some kind of like magic plastic, not plastic, but some kind of really strong plastic.
Magic
Indeed.
plastic. Well, technology is advanced enough is indistinguishable from magic, or rather, technology you do not understand is indistinguishable from magic.
Exactly. This whole
Yeah.
thing is magical, the whole story of Alita, because it's our future, like where technology is inevitably going.
I saw someone complaining about a certain series that it can't decide whether it wants to be sci-fi or magic. I'm like, excuse me, but it's about aliens. The line here is very blurred. The line between science and science fiction and magic, when you have alien stories, is depending on what type of wording you want to use.
Yeah, it's all fantasy anyway.
Mhm.
At a certain point, fancy enough sci-fi just becomes magic, and magic that is detailed and logic, just that is too detailed and too logical, just turns into sci-fi.
Right on.
Well, Rosa was in Star Trek, so
Oh yeah.
Or an
and
alternative
Rosa
version
is
of
Alita.
chemistry.
Well, I think we all agree that Alita is both. She's both a warrior and a waifu, and she's great at both of them. Do you agree?
Yeah, she's like some kind of like duality saint. She's got the warrior side and the angel
Oh, okay,
side.
Vlad, you got to use the right term. She's a goddess.
Yeah, duality goddess. Perfect.
Yeah,
Duality goddess, Alita Battle Angel, the
Yes.
berserker warrior.
Yeah, that's right. That's her. And of course, whether it's her doll body or that thing at the top there, which is Maginos body, she's a goddess. So, yeah, she's both. So I guess we're swooning over Alita quite a bit here, but hey, that's a
Okay.
great character. Go ahead, Channel. I'm sorry.
Still can't get over how Kishiro drew her with wings on the cover and also
Yes.
in 2 panels, and then he decided, nope, I am not drawing any
Yeah, she lost those wings pretty quick.
more
Didn't
wings.
she?
She loses them in this fight. And
Yeah,
for half
it's
the
probably
time
a
she
pain
has
in the
wings,
arse to draw.
half of them aren't even on screen because they're too big to come not screen, but on panel because they're too big to comfortably fit on the panel without having Alita's body shrunk to the point where you can't really read her expressions.
Yes.
Hashtag angel
Give her
problems.
wings, but don't actually give her wings.
Yeah.
Yep.
She can't walk through doorways because of those bloody wings.
Yes.
People wanted an angel, sure. Angels have wings. Here's your 2 shots of Alita with wings. Satisfied? Now back to the Alita that I can actually pose reasonably.
What
Yeah.
I think what they should do in like the promotional stuff is do some of that more abstract stuff, like with her having like massive wings. They could do like some crazy CGI shot of her looking dramatic with massive wings, like, but maybe not have it in the movie. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It could be used to promote her with like an iconic image from.
Well,
the
you know,
manga.
one thing they could.
Do you have any idea how angry people would be if the iconic image of the poster is Alita with wings? They go to the movie and they don't see Alita with wings.
No, they've got to
Yeah.
understand.
For a
Cameron should
moment.
do that. I think Cameron should do exactly that.
Well, here's what I think. What they could do is that if Alita has some kind of like little thing going with some guy or something, you know, maybe figure 4, let's say, and figure 4 looks at her and they kind of like give his perspective and he sees some wings coming off of her that are maybe translucent or something like that, like they're heavenly. You
The
know?
anime crush filter.
Yes. And so that could be her wings. And they'd only have to do it for 1 shot, you know, and I think that'd be perfect.
Or like you could have a scene with like the scene on the train. You could have it where there's a shot from below her a little bit because she's on top of the train and like she has wings for a moment.
Yeah. I think the imaginary wings with figure 4, I think would look better though, because that you would be drilling into the viewer's mind that, okay, figure 4 is highly attracted to her. He's seeing her.
I'm not saying that's a bad idea. I'm just
angel.
giving it. I am not saying that's a bad idea. I'm just giving an alternative. Or if
Okay.
someone wants to get gory, but that would have to be an 18+ movie, and it would be more comedic. Is while Alita's doing her murdering, there is a splash of blood behind her that also forms wings.
Okay. Yeah, they could. Yeah. All right.
Well,
That's
whichever
not
way
very
Cameron does it.
physicsy, but it would look good with special effects, like a splash of blood that for a moment freezes. There's a moment of slow motion, just enough for us to realize that the splash up behind her forms wings.
Yeah,
Well,
I just know they're going to
another-
do. James Cameron is going to make the most iconic angel shot. I guarantee it.
Is. Yeah, he is.
Are they gonna give her a halo for the angel shot, or is it just wings?
That might be going over.
I think they should go all out. Halo the works.
Yeah. Oh, you think the Halo too, huh, Vladdy?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I wouldn't. But if he did that, I wouldn't be against it.
Well, I would say if they did a Last Order, if they did an anime on Last Order where she fights Toji and she comes back to fight him and she spreads her wings when she gets reassembled, you know, God, that would be something, you know, because here's Toji, he thinks he's beaten her, and all of a sudden she's back, you know, she's reassembled and looking more powerful and has those wings spread out looking at him. God almighty, that would just knock my head off, I think.
If we went with the figure 4 seeing Alita as an angel idea, then there you could give her also a half translucent halo.
Nice. I would love to see that.
That would be good. Yeah. Yeah,
so
that would be good.
So we're making sure she's an angel and not a harpy or any other female creature with wings.
Oh, we don't want her to be a harpy.
Or a devil.
Yeah. They could do a kind of like a little Halloween, you know, kind of short, you know, like they did with Deadpool on Christmas, you know. They could do a little Halloween short of her as Devilita. They could do that.
Exactly. That would be fun.
Oh, yeah, it would. It'd be nice.
You think I'm an angel? Ha ha ha. And then she reveals herself as Devilita.
Yeah, that's right.
That'd be the cutest thing ever.
Did you know that devils were supposed to just be fallen angels? Well, technically checks out.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
Alita Fallen Angel. There you have it.
Yeah.
So.
And
Well,
the devil aesthetic and the fallen angel aesthetic are in pop culture separated. Kinda.
I guess, yeah, I think so.
The fallen angel is more tragic, and the devil is more. I don't really need to explain it.
Well, I
all
think
know
all-
how it was.
Well, I think all devils are fallen angels.
Hot,
I think.
angry, and red.
Well, there's
Yeah.
like the concept of the devil in the Bible, which is more like
He was an
the
angel.
most evil thing ever. But then you obviously have fallen angels, you know, like Lucifer and stuff, which is slightly different.
And
Yes, yeah, channel.
sorry.
Oh,
Wait, how did we get onto Lucifer? We were talking about
I have
fallen
no
angels.
idea. I think the Creek brought it up as a little short for Halloween and
Yeah,
doing Devilita. You know, that would I'd
Except
love
for the
that.
Book
I
of
want to see
Job,
Devilita
where-
in live action. That'd be the funniest thing ever.
Yes.
Except for the Book of Job, where the devil's just led into heaven with a question of how was it on earth, as if, oh, how was it on holidays? And instead of getting kicked out, God just lets him play with a human life. So
He's crazy,
that
that
one
guy.
part, instead of getting treated like an actual problem, he's treated as an annoying coworker. No, seriously.
Yeah, that'd be funny though. the devil as an annoying coworker.
That is how he's basically described in the Book of Job. Like,
Yes.
I think we've all got a coworker like that, don't we?
Not me. I work by myself. I don't.
You are probably the devil, Creaky.
I may be. You know, I may be. Although that number 666 doesn't do much for me, so I don't know, Vladi. That's
Yeah, it's nowhere near anything
Yeah.
close to 99.
Nah, that's right. 99 is the number. Yeah, that's right. As a matter of fact, I pointed this out last year, but there was an American baseball player who broke a home run record last year. His name is God. He plays for the Yankees. Aaron Judge, and he hit 62 home runs last year, and that's equivalent to you cricket folks when they hit for 6. That's what a
Yeah.
home run is. But anyway,
Yeah, home runs are quite famous.
yeah, but he hit 62 home runs, which is the most home runs ever been hit in the American League. And because there's 2 leagues, there's the American League and the National League, but the American League, 62 home runs. And you know what his number is? 99.
99.
Yes.
I was at Burger
ooh.
King today.
I pointed
and
that out.
they
I
shouted order
retweeted
number
that.
99.
Yes. So hey, he's right there. He's in the Alita army. I doubt it. So
He'll be really confused if you start talking about it with him.
yeah, that's right. So okay, well, anyway, I think we've kind of hit this one pretty good, I guess. So we've determined that Alita is both a wonderful warrior and a wonderful waifu. Is that right? Is that the idea here?
99%
I'm pretty
plus
sure we
1%.
already came in with that opinion, so we didn't really determine much. We were just confirmed
yeah,
it and
that's right.
talked about it.
on.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't determine anything, did we? We just kind of said, "Yep, that's her."
Mostly just like Alita, Chad Alita, number 1.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, that's right, Finn. So, all right, guys. Well, I guess it's getting pretty late for Vladi and channel, so maybe we can.
What's the mainstream on tomorrow?
Oh, you're gonna love. We're gonna get there. Don't worry. But
Oh,
I can
first,
stay
that
on a
coming
little
in the
longer.
outro?
we're getting there. I got a slide on it. Don't worry.
Oh, of course, you got all the slides ready.
Yes, I do. So anyway, here's did we miss anything? I don't think so. It's kind of like Channel says, we didn't determine anything. We just kind of reaffirmed it. So yeah,
Alita's the best warrior, the best waifu, the best everything.
You
I can
betcha.
stay on a little longer because I'm feeling a little guilty that I've recently been more involved in a different fandom.
Oh, don't worry about that. It's okay. You know,
You don't need to feel guilty about
you're
that.
you're
Chandler.
allowed to watch other movies and stuff like that, as long as you love
Nah, it's a
Alita.
show. And a
Which show is
comic
it?
connected to that show.
What show is it?
Is it embarrassing to admit that it's Angel's Friends?
No.
The Italian
Angels
anime.
Friends.
No, that's
Yes.
all right.
I mean,
I don't
it's still
even know it.
angels.
Yeah. Hey, it's all right. No problem.
I like the sound
And
of the
man, my
name.
brain can't help but draw connections, even though there's barely any because
Exactly.
the tone is so completely different. But
Yeah. Well, since we didn't determine anything, but we just reaffirmed it, and that's why in that center image there that Alita loves her Uncle Creek.
now I need a
So-
crossover between Alita and an Italian anime.
Yeah,
Good Lord, what would that look like?
that
I
sounds
have
awesome.
no idea, but I know I need.
Yeah, it does. It does sound awesome.
There's some Italianness to the story of Alita, like the music and
Italian
everything. It's like an
anime about
Italian
guardian
romance.
angels and devils.
Yeah, exactly.
Boy, Alita would fit right in there.
We're in both the comic and the comic and the cartoon. The main the villain is different, but in both cases, it's an Eternal who fell in love with a human, and then things went wrong.
Whoa.
Big surprise.
There's different kinds of wrong.
What's that thing called, channel? What?
Angel's friends.
Angel's
Friend. Is it like an apostrophe in Angel?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think so. I just typed it without the apostrophe, and YouTube and Google know what it is because
All right.
Cool.
I got it. I wrote it down. I'm gonna check it out.
don't have too high hopes for the animation. It's good. Just the animation quality is gonna be.
I wonder if that thing's on Crunchyroll.
I have no idea. I watched it on some streaming service when I was younger, and now I rewatched it on YouTube.
Hmm.
I love Smendrick here. What about
Italian
Italian
anime,
architecture in Iron City?
Like, one character that I think would work well within 2 points of the Alita setting is Malachi, but okay, one specific point. Okay, this is just going off topic by this point.
That's all right. Well, we'll check it. We'll check it out.
Because
Angel's
he's
Friend.
the main in the cartoon. He's the main villain. He used to be a devil, but he chose to become mortal so he could be with a human, and then things went wrong. But meanwhile, in the cartoon, he used to be human, but then he became immortal because his guardian angel fell in love with him, and things went wrong there too.
Boy, it sounds complicated.
Except while they may change him from that former devil to a former human, they didn't change his design, so he still has pointy ears and fangs for some reason.
Oh, he's a Vulcan then.
I have no idea what they did that. He's French. He's canonically French, though. I have no idea why they did that either. Why they make him French?
Yeah, that sounds so random.
Mario and Iron City. I love that. Finn.
At this point, we're also starved for Alita content. Any Alita crossover sounds good.
Oh,
if anyone wants Alita crossovers, I saw multiple Big Hero 6 Alita crossovers on Archive of Our Own.
Well, wouldn't you love to see a crossover like that where a devil falls in love with Alita and she bitch slaps him? You know, I mean, that would be neat, I think.
Yeah, she did that to a human. She might do a devil.
Yeah, she'd do it to a devil. What the hell? She's got a lot of confidence. She'd do it.
They wouldn't be a devil any longer. She'd make them stop.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, they would go good, wouldn't they, Vladdy?
Exactly. That's the power of Alita's heart.
Yes, indeed. All right. Here's our queen, and we're going to get to tomorrow. Don't
Maybe
worry.
she'll come back immediately after the actors' strike ends. Wouldn't that be amazing?
That would be nice.
The day she comes back, instantly starts promoting the Alita sequel.
Yes. But there's our queen right there, Rosa. And I tell you, as I say, every week she's #1 in the Creeks book. And I want to give a shout out to El Lamont and Jesse Fisher. They brought Screwhead to life. And, we want Screwhead back too. I want to see Screwhead come back as one of Alita's, teammates on the Motorball Challenge to Joshagon. That's kind of what I want to see, where Screwhead and Alita kind of make up, and it's kind of like Elle was saying in that interview, that she knows she's been kind of I guess conned or whatever, in the first movie, and now she's made up with Alita and says, let's just burn it all down. I love that comment she made. But anyway, all three of these ladies are really good at what they did. Certainly Rosa and Elle are great as actors or actresses, and Jessie Fisher, as Elle would say, was the most badass stunt woman she ever worked with. So, I think that would be great. And of course, as a Creek always says every week, it sure don't hurt that these ladies are pretty. So, it kind of helps. So anyway, here's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. You guys are going to love this shit right here. I've already done a bit.
Should Creaky add? Oh, yeah, if I remember now.
Yeah.
So many
I've already
things you could add.
Well, I've shot an updated video, of the bar.
I need to watch that.
Yeah,
before tomorrow.
I'm gonna play it on the stream because I'm managing the stream tomorrow.
Oh, I might watch that. Save it to watch then for the first time.
Yeah. So and I'll show everybody what's in the bar. Plus, I'm going to show them. I've kind of made a couple of little updates to my Alita display because I anticipated somebody would say, Creek, you need to put the Alita display in your bar. Well, the problem with that is I don't have enough room in there. So, but I did. It's in my living area right now. So I just put, I just did, a shot of that. So we'll see that. But you'll see everything I've got in the bar. And there you can go say, okay, this is what he's got on the bar. Now, what does he need to add? That's kind of what we're going to do, And Angelus, who came up with this topic? Was it you or was it Maxie?
I thought it was you, Creaky.
No, I mean, I didn't come up with this. I didn't come up with that. I was surprised. I got on the, Angelus did the show notes, and I saw the title. I went, oh, okay.
That's been Maxie then.
It must have been Maxie, I
Yeah,
guess. Well, Angelus does the show notes. So, bring Jennifer Connelly in. Yeah, I like Jennifer Connelly. I mean, she's okay in my book, that's for sure. So,
we need to get her on the stream.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. If
Jennifer,
impressive that she was still the hottest.
Go ahead, Chan.
That she was still the hottest in the entire movie.
The hottest.
I'm saying that's impressive that Jennifer Connelly was still the hottest in the entire movie.
Yeah, she was really hot in Alita.
Yeah, I think
Alita has like one hot scene, and Jennifer Connelly's.
Well,
she's smoldering in like every scene, don't you think?
They gave Alita a really nice ass, but not really nice boobs.
Yeah.
Not nice what?
Boobs, she said.
How dare you, Channel? How dare you?
I don't really like the way they are in the movie. She's not supposed to be sexually attractive. She's supposed to be badass. I'm not saying can be both at once, but they were clearly pushing for one more than the other, which works. I'm just saying they gave her a really,
Well, wait a minute, Channel.
I reject your hypothesis.
Channel, we just affirmed that Alita was a badass and sexually attractive.
Yeah, that's what we love about her.
We just affirmed that, so it's okay.
I think it's good they've let her have more.
I think I can say that
sexuality.
Go. Okay.
I think I can say that a character is a waifu while also noticing which part of that character aren't sexy.
I would say all of the character.
Her whole being, from Rosa all the way up to like her body designs, it's all beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Smendrick actually tweeted this out, and I
want to buy those posters.
Well, Smendrick, you have you'll be interested to know, as a result of your tweet, I sent a DM to Künstler99 and said I gotta have those. So he's gonna respond. Yeah, he's gonna respond to me, and certainly I got the Kansas bar signed from him. So we've done business in the past. So I mean, so Smendrick, there you go. So you've done your contribution to the bar. So there you have it.
Channel. Her boobs aren't even big though.
It's not just about size.
I guess so.
Okay, we're not going to talk about Alita like she's
Yeah,
porn,
maybe
like
we
she's
can have a
porn
whole, we can have
star
a
or
whole stream on
something.
Alita's boobs.
Yeah, boy, the haters would love that, wouldn't they?
The great Alita boob debate.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah,
invite
that might
like
be.
critics
I
on or
mean,
something.
I would say that's a separate topic, but this is exactly the topic. If there's ever time to discuss it, this is exactly the topic.
True.
Oh boy, I
I'm
love it.
shading with a soft crayon so freaking hard.
What do you play? What are you playing, Channel? I'm hearing something that sounds like a mini pinball machine or something. What is
No,
that?
no, I'm drawing, and it's
Oh,
and I have
okay.
this really, and and it's impossible to outline the nose with this really soft pencil. So I took a different pencil, but apparently those two types of pencils don't blend well.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
All right. Well, I think we hit this one good enough. So anyway, join us tomorrow on Radio Chaos because it's going to be a lot of fun.
We should drink in this stream because it's like about the being at the bar. We can all pretend we're at your bar, Creaky.
The Creek can't drink right now because I've got a competition.
No, I meant
coming up in
tomorrow
2
during
weeks.
the stream when we're all relaxing at your bar.
Well, you can drink if you want. You know, I'll just drink my flavored water.
Yeah,
is what I'll do. You know, but yeah, I got a
Chad
competition
Creaky and his flavored water.
Well, I got a competition coming up in 2 weeks.
Exactly. You can't mess around with alcohol.
No, I
poisoning
can't.
you.
I can't. Yeah, that's right. So anyway, we'll just. But yeah, you know something. You just gave me an idea, Vladi.
Oh yeah.
We could play a drinking game.
Exactly.
on the stream. Yes, you know.
Related
I'm
to this
already
topic.
out. I don't really drink. I only got drunk a few times.
Yeah,
in my
I don't
life.
drink much either.
I don't either. I drink very low. I think I went to run.
It just seemed
club
like the perfect idea because we're like at your bar.
Yeah. Well, when I went to Run Club on Wednesday, you know what I drank? Kombucha. So that's my idea of a drink. I do have an occasional beer every now and then, but not when I'm in training. I don't do that. So anyway, moving right along, we got
Wise old Creaky.
Yeah. Why old maybe. I don't know about the wise part. So
Well,
anyway, join us
to not drink alcohol.
Yeah, well, maybe. Anyway, join us tomorrow. We're going to take suggestions from the chat, and we'll see if we can't strike up a little bit of a drinking game for those folks that want to drink. We'll see how that goes. You know, Angelus, what do you think about that? I think Maxie's going to be the host tomorrow, isn't he? Because you were the host last week.
I'm traveling back home tomorrow. I might pick up a couple of cans on the way back. Why not? For the stream.
Cool. So
Is Angelus
anyway,
like at work?
no, he might have stepped away. You know,
Yeah.
All right. So why is this image here? Well, that image is there because the Greek likes it and he's running the stream. And to paraphrase Gruwishka, I'm only here for our girl. And of course, all of us are only here for our girl and the Alita army. So that said, Channel, any last words whatsoever?
Any last words?
You can even talk about Alita's boobs if you want it. It's okay.
No, I already did. I already said what I wanted about them.
Okay.
There's already been like 3 debates.
Yeah.
On whether or not there should be soft or hard, which is a really weird. When there are way more interesting questions. Oh, about Alita as an angel. I just now remembered when there's the shot at the opening of the No-Brainer chapter where the secret of Zam is revealed, and you see a cross section of Alita's head with the brain and with a structure around the brain.
Yes.
Part of it looks like a metal halo, so that could also work to the angel imagery.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Nice.
So Alita does have a hidden halo, kind of.
Cool.
Perfect.
Yes. Vladi, any last thoughts?
No, I think I've already summed up as well. She's just the perfect warrior, the perfect angel. I don't even really like
the perfect way to get yourself killed.
Sorry, Channel?
The perfect way to get yourself killed.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. You're
Well,
gonna.
you can die a
it'll be
happy
like
man, right?
the
Happy
most
man.
intense 3 months of your life, and then you'll probably die.
Yeah. What a way to go, though, right? In
It'll
the
be
right
worth
body. Yeah. Angelus, any last words?
Uwu.
Hey, he's back. I thought he was gone for
Yeah,
good.
he's back. Yeah. Uwu.
Just in time for a last minute uwu.
Absolutely. Yeah, our girls definitely got uwu. There's no doubt about that. So, okay. So that said, the Creek hadn't done any last words. Let's see. Well, my only last words is you guys watch out. This is my niece. Okay. You got to deal with the Creek if you're going to get too dodgy with her. So, anyway, so we'll leave it at that.
She doesn't need you to protect her, Creek. She's
No, she doesn't.
fairly capable of protecting herself.
Yeah, she doesn't need the Creek. As a matter of fact, she could probably protect the Creek better than the Creek can protect her.
Of course.
So anyway, all right. Well, that said, I guess it's time to do the old call to action, and now I guess that would be on my count of 3. So 1, 2, 3. Film
the
those
sequels,
sequels,
baby. All right, so we'll see
Night,
you
guys.
next week on the Alita Livestream. We'll see you tomorrow on Radio Chaos. Ta-ta.
What's up, Alita Army? This is Hot Toys Alita, and I hope you enjoyed this week's Alita Livestream. Please join my Uncle Creek, Angelus, and our other guests for next week's show. Remember, I do not stand by in the presence of evil, and film those sequels, baby. See you next time.